Hi, my name is Kaylee, and in this video I'm going to show you how to add a powered sub to your 2024 and up Toyota Tacoma using our Taco Tunes Add a Subwoofer harness. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to disconnect the negative terminal on my battery. We suggest using this one right here, and it is a 12mm nut. Then up here, there's going to be 4 10mm bolts for you to take out. Okay, so next I'm going to remove my 10-pin harness from the back of my head unit. Remove that. I'm going to take my Add a Sub harness and plug my female end into my factory wiring, and then the other end into my head unit. Okay, so next I'm going to take the ends of the leads on my Add a Sub harness and a long zip tie or coat hanger, just make sure you don't damage anything in there. And I'm going to tape that together. And I'm going to take the end of my zip tie and feed it down and through on my passenger side. And I'm going to go ahead and feed it all the way down and through. Okay, so just a quick recap. My harness is connected to my head unit. I ran it down my dash and underneath my carpet here. Now I'm following my factory wiring and then coming out the same place with my carpet where my power and ground are. Okay, so next I'm going to come over here and cut this little nipple off of this grommet. You can do this without taking out the battery. We just remove the battery for video purposes. Okay, so next I'm going to take a long screwdriver and I'm going to push it through that hole and twist it. Put a little bit of pressure and be careful, but pop that seal through the firewall. Okay, so next I'm going to run my power wire. The sub we're using requires 8 gauge. Make sure you check with your amp's manufacturer to make sure you're using the correct gauge wire. In our amp kit, it comes with some lube. Go ahead and feed it through. Okay, so we can't get the camera down there, but underneath there's a flap of carpet you're going to want to pull down, and you'll easily be able to pull your power wire through. Where is that? Oh, I didn't even have to do that. It was right there. Okay, so next I'm going to route my power wire. I'm going to run it down through my dash through my firewall and follow my stock wiring through here. And then I'm going to come out the same place as my ground. Okay, so next, coming underneath my carpet, there is a factory ground back here under my passenger seat. I'm going to go ahead and remove that bolt and then take some sandpaper. Okay, so now that I have my paint sanded off, I'm going to take my new ground and slide it underneath my factory one. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure to tighten it down all the way. A secure ground is very, very important. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and run my base knob. I went ahead and got a zip tie and fed it through and underneath my center console. It is up here out on the other side. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the end of my base knob that plugs into my powered sub and attach it to my zip tie and feed it out. Now I'm going to go ahead and peel my carpet back right here, and I'm going to slide it down and out by my air vent as well. Just a quick recap, I have all of my wires coming out of my air vent right here. I have my base knob running through my center console over to the other side. I have my grounded in a factory location. I have my power wire running through my firewall and then following the factory wiring on my passenger door. And then my Add a Sub harness is connected behind my head unit, and I have that running behind the carpet in front of the passenger seat and then following my factory wiring out through this location. Okay, so I'm going to be installing this power-based 10-inch sub. I'm going to start by doing my power and ground connections. I'm going to go ahead and take a razor blade and very carefully cut off the insulation around my power and my ground. I went ahead and got an Allen wrench, and I'm going to go ahead and connect my power. Once I have it in there, I want to make sure I get my terminal nice and tight, and then I want to wiggle it around a little bit and tighten it some more. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing for the ground. Okay, so I'm using high level input on this amp, so I went ahead and connected my harness wiring to the Molex plug provided in the kit. I have my positive wire without the black stripe connected to my front left positive, and then my negative wire, purple and black, connected to my white and black. Again, this is a mono signal, so you only need one channel, so I will not be using my gray wires. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Molex plug and plug it in. Make sure it snaps into place, and then same thing with my bass knob. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the 60 amp fuse from my power kit, and I'm going to put that on my fuse block. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect the side going through my firewall. Again, I want to tighten these and then wiggle and make sure it's in there all the way. Next, I'm going to do the side with my ring terminal that connects to my positive end on my battery. Go ahead and place the cover on. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove the positive terminal. Nice and snug. Okay, so now that I have all of my connections made, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my truck on. Yeah, it's on. Green light.
Cool.
Woo! Right. Looks like my power light's on. I'm good to go.
She getting down to the floor. Now she gon' run up a check.